Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin and let you know that this area right here, it's going to be into a correction for a period of time. It looks like till the middle of June. June 19th keeps popping up, guys, on a lot of assets that I've been checking out with the algorithm. June 19th, that's a number, that's a date for a lot of assets. MicroStrategy, GBTC, Bitcoin, BNB. And then the DXY up into an uptrend. Not much, but it's going about the same time. And then the main thing is USD dominance chart's going to be in an uptrend about that same time too, making its wave section on the USDT dominance chart, and then it's going to have another downtrend. The dominance chart is just going to get really hot and keep grinding up in this section here, right here, and then have this downtrend. And that's probably when Bitcoin is going to be in doing it, guys. So it's going to be dragging everything up like so. It does have a lot of, it's making hidden bearish divergence. So if you take a look at the USDT dominance chart, telling you that, yeah, I mean, a little bit of hidden bear right there. It's coming down, and it's in this section. Just it's going to be grinding, and then this over here is going to be the trend. That's when Bitcoin is going to go up, guys. Back again and finish this correction more than likely. So here's the deal with it on Bitcoin. I think there's going to be a counter trend rally to go up to take liquidity from everybody that thinks that they're going to, they have their stops in right here. Basically, probably more or less in this area, because everybody and their brother has put this all over Twitter and YouTube on this inverse head and shoulders, and they have their stops in this area. It's going to go up, take that, even maybe if some that have it more and take more of it, and then come back down and finish off this sequence that more than likely it's doing. So here's you have like a three-wave move, and come up like that, and then it's probably going to do another one, a three-wave move. This could come down even more, maybe go like that or something to make it like that. Probably stay right in that channel, guys, more or less. Okay, this channel that you have right here, or that I have right here, I should say, into this area. And I have the 19th of June to end it. I have price targets that 25,000, and definitely down to 23,360. You probably want to see wicks down there, and then the middle of the box. Let me go put on the fair value gap. Middle of that gap, 23,000 flat, and then down to 22,002. Potential wicks to 21,000, guys. Something like that. In my opinion, if you get this, in my opinion, not financial advice, that will be a buy the dip opportunity for Bitcoin, guys, because I do think that this is a bottom and this is a new trend, and it's going into a trend. Now, here's the deal with Bitcoin. This right here, since it's going to be making this massive correction over here like that, okay? This over here is got to be 1, 2, and it has to be 3, 4, 5 with a wimpy fifth wave up there, guys, and completed that sequence right there. Signals came in that this is a local top. I don't think it's over. The good news is that with the wave this small, unlike this wave over here, which is 3 times bigger, even though it doesn't look like this wave is 300%. This is about 100%. Is that this wave over here is not going to be very long. So you could see in 2019, it went up 300%, and then it went up into a, I think it was a 9-month correction, June 19 to March of 20, a 9-month correction, and then is able to get over here. This is not going to last that long, guys. And if this is coming down into, this is going to be a second wave, and it's going to go into a third, fourth, and fifth. You can kiss the 4-year. In my opinion, the 4-year cycle theory will be it's not going to make any sense, guys, because this wave, these waves over here will be finishing up probably about that time when everybody thinks the halving event and everything's going on. So, are there alternative options that this could be ABC? It very well could be. I don't think so, though, guys. I don't think so. I think that's the bottom, and this is an opportunity once again to go up, and it's going to rip that off. Okay. Now that makes sense too, that this is going to be doing that. Okay. So it's not all negative news Just, I don't know, go on vacation for a month. Don't pay attention to it. Come back about the 10th of June and go, okay, what's it doing now? Or something like that. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean, though. It's going to be a patient game. It's going to probably grind down since it's a WXY type move or three-wave swings, and it's going to be just a grind. So not maybe a little bit of volatility, but remains to be seen. We will find out once it starts happening even further. The wave is going to be just like this way right here, guys. One of these is going to be over here with probably a nice wick like this leg did right here. So you want to see one over here and get a wick down to those areas, preferably to get Bitcoin to hit that 50% retrace. Boom. Okay. They do like to do wicks down to those areas. A wick to 22,000. Okay. And also it can go to 20K, guys. That would not be a surprise for Bitcoin too. 20K. So it'll be a buy the dip opportunity, even though the whole bearish sentiment is going to be this is going back down to 10,000. All right. You're going to hear that over and over and over again, and that's going to stop some people from buying Bitcoin. People that have Bitcoin are going to sell their Bitcoin, and this is going to be going on pretty bad. So the sentiment's going to get pretty brutal, in my opinion, in the Bitcoin community, crypto, Twitter, and everything. Okay. So warning you, I'm warning you. You're going to have a lot of outside, if you're paying attention to all that, you can have a lot of outside forces through the media playing with your mind, and it's going to convince you wholeheartedly that it's all going down to zero. Okay? You watch. 20%, not even 20% will do it. Not even 20% will do it. Not even 20%. So like out of 10 people, maybe 2 will say, I'm doing it. Okay. So just to give you guys fair warning. Now, if Bitcoin is going to be doing this wave and it's coming over here and it's going to rip off a third wave, you probably don't want to miss that, because this third wave will be 1.6 the length of times of this first wave, if this is a third wave going into it. Okay. And this wave took 4 months. This third wave will take longer, obviously. You can see it just kind of depends, guys. You know, the time sequence is difficult to get down, but you can say maybe right there was a first wave. So 161 days, almost 6 months. And then Bitcoin basically went up for 171 days. So that third wave was ripped off in the same amount of time as this first wave, guys. Okay. So, but it went up a lot higher. This third wave peak is right there. Okay. Let me actually take that. Let me get the whole thing. Hold on for a sec. That third wave peak is actually right there, 190 days. So more or less 6 months. It ripped off wave 1 back down, and then wave 3 was ripped off in the same amount of time. So you come over here and you have a wave pattern that went for 136 days. 136 days. Let's break it even, call it 140. Okay. Bitcoin's over here and it could rip off that wave. Let's say the 19th of June. All right. Let me clear my stuff up. Hold on for a second. The 19th of June, right? So over here, 19th of June, 20th of June in this area. Okay. So we're going to go out, let's say 140 days, 140 days. So that brings us back to the end of November. End of November 2023, which makes sense with the TradFi markets. I've been putting that out there that they're going to be doing a grind in a B wave, possibly up to January 23 or 24, excuse me. So it makes sense. Okay. So I'm putting this all together. So now what's going to have a third wave, it'll grind into a fourth, and it's going to rip off a fifth. 4-year cycle theory. If this is 1-2, that you could kiss that goodbye, in my opinion. You can kiss that all goodbye, man. Those guys are going to be left holding the bag, waiting for this 4-year cycle over here. So you have a good shot. This is a short cycle, and then it's just going to go up and then do a triple top and have another correction. Now, going over the alts like Gala. Let's go over Gala. I have Gala right here. It makes sense to me that Gala is in this section, right? It ripped off its wave over here, and now you have to wait another month. So what Gala will do is Gala will play in here, maybe rip this wave off. And think about this reasonably, guys, right? How long corrections take? It's going to go into a correction, might have a bounce like that and come back down for another 30 to 45 days or something like that. And then Gala can rip off that wave right there, guys. So these are probably going to be going into those waves more than likely. You want to make sure that, to be on the safe side, that you got an asset that has already done that. So, you got one over here. in my opinion. Will you be able to find some that came down and you can maybe enter in like this and then write up a new one? You could, but they'll be in a first wave and not a third wave. That's the other disadvantage too, guys. So that would be the same thing for a lot of the other assets. Okay. That's what I'm planning for. And what I'm looking at, and just looking at some of these other coins like Bitcoin, it'll be the same thing. It'll be the same thing. It'll hang on to these areas right here, and just a time to load up. Okay, load up. If you are messing with any of these alts, guys, you got to make sure. I'm telling you, man, you have to make sure that you have at least one of these waves in the mix. Okay. All right. That's my take on it. Like, look at here's Woo Network. Okay. Woo Network has some strange waves. You know, like what is this over here? It's got some weird waves, but you know, I just think the higher probability, you know, you look at Woo's chart and you look at Vi's chart and you look at Gala's chart, you're kind of like, you know, I don't like ugly charts. Ugly charts mean that, you know, other things are going on. You can't really point out, it's like, okay, why is the chart ugly? Why is it not making clean waves? Okay. Clean waves. Assets that make clean waves mean that people like the asset because they're going in clean, you know, clean up, clean correction, clean up, you know, it's clear. It looks clear. It's not confusing. This gets confusing. I could go 100 number of different ways and they could come back down and do a rip over there. But it's all like a big guessing game. And now you have this over here. Is that a fifth wave? It could be some sort of fifth wave, but that's how I'm looking at it. So gonna be another waiting game, guys. Worst case scenario. What's the worst case scenario for Bitcoin? Well, you know, what the bears are gonna say. Worst case scenario, that was the top and it's gonna come back down. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. You clearly have a 5-wave move right here. You have impulsive move. You have an impulsive move over here. It's gonna correct it and come back over there. The main thing is gonna be the time. It's gonna be the time, guys. It's gonna be the time over here. And time is part of the wave sequence, which is very hard. You know, that's why you have this trend-based fib time deal right here. So put that there, and then let's put that on there. You know, you want to see at least 382. You want to see at least a 382 and 50%. And 50% is right about that time too, guys, 25, 26 of June. Okay. And it can go all the way out to these areas, guys. You know, you go check other waves. They go out to here's a 1-to-1 all the way out to September. Here's 1.38 all the way out there. So I don't think that's going to be happening with it. I think it's going to be down here. Now, you have to be careful too. It could do a correction, and this over here could be a bounce, and maybe it's going into another longer wave too, guys. That can happen too. So like it could do W, like here's this WXY wave, right? It's going to do this wave, you know. I mean, this will be very, very unfortunate and really just dry up crypto huge. And then this is another W and it goes back up for another X, and then it's going to do another Y like that. So then you have W and then over here like that, guys, you know, it could do something like that, just like that, and then take up even more time. Okay. Just not going to know until it gets there, guys. But this is definitely into a correction. And it's going to be in there for another 19 till the 19th of June is the date that I have. The 19th of June. We'll have to see if I'm going to be right on that one. Some sort of thing going on around the 19th of June, and some of these guys keep track of like other voodoo stuff with moons and all that other stuff, man. They should check on the 19th of June. That's what keeps popping up. Some of these alts might be able to rip off a wave, guys, like Nakamoto. It might be able to rip off a wave. I wouldn't be surprised, especially if Bitcoin's going to be into a temporary uptrend and get people a little bit excited and things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm just going to be patiently waiting for the period of time. And that kind of sucks that this has to happen. But, you know, the NASDAQ is peaking out, in my opinion. I know I keep saying it's going to go down. I think it is peaking out. But the NASDAQ is going to be doing a correction. A minor, I want to say a minor correction, but it should be just doing a correction, and then it's going to be grinding back up. It's going to be grinding back up, guys, on the NASDAQ. It's going to be doing a correction in here and then grinding back up. I know the storyline is going to be that this is going to be going down, and this is all the bear scenario is going to be saying back down to here, guys. Like I said, man, be careful. They have a saying, be careful what you read. You just might believe it. If you made all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.